even those nights and the one night stands, it's like you should be wrapping up, right? And like the point beyond that is like condoms suck, and everybody fucking knows that. But you need to do that to be safe, right? You got to get to that point where it's all good, and you have that maybe the discussion. It's like, okay, you're on birth control. I'm not pulling out. What are you doing? You know, you gotta have those conversations. You know, right? So going a little bit back, we were a little bit all over the place, just like introducing the topic. Just going back to fucking the main point, right? How do you get to the point where you're ready to fucking be like, all right, we're taking our clothes off and we're having sex? You know, like let's get back to that.
Yes. All right. Back to clothing the deal. Like I said, for me personally, it's at least 3 dates. I try not to close the deal early, even if you can. I don't know this individual good enough that I want to put my dick in her. You know, I find it intimate to do that if you just don't know her. That's just me. But the steps it takes to actually clothing that deal, I personally play it more on the chill side. As in, I don't really go for the clothes. Maybe like a makeout, hot and heavy for a little bit, and I tease. You know how women tease men? I tease women. You know, same shit. How some girls don't give you attention when they want you to fucking do something, and you're just like, okay, I'll play your game for a little bit. Me, I do that kind of in person. Girls do it over the text, but in person as well. But I give it back. Like I don't really chase it in the sense that like, if she wants me to do something, I'll be like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. And then shit like that, you want to throw a little bit of banter her way, or just like if she invites you to like, why don't you come sit next to me? I hate that game. Just why don't you sit over here? No, why don't you come here? You play that bullshit. Next thing you know, you guys are sitting next to each other. I'm talking about after you've had a couple of dates, and then you're at her house or your spot, whatever, and you guys are chilling, watching a movie, and maybe you have your arm around her, but this is like, you know her now. So now we're going for the clothes, right? So you have your hand on her knee, whatever, just rubbing it a little bit. These are just basic steps. Hand on her knee, rubbing it a little bit. Maybe guys start making out. Now, there's a couple of makeouts. They're just like you're kissing, making out, or if the tongue involved, that's how you know when to further go for, like, you know, okay, if you're putting your tongue in my mouth, let me see if I can fucking, you know, fucking bring you on top of me. I don't know, fucking know. There's just so many ways.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it simple, bro. You know how I know when it's time to go to the next level, dude?
How do you know?
Once she grabs my dick.
Once she grabs your dick.
Up until that point, all I'm doing is making out. Maybe she puts my hands on her, has me feeling her up.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that. Because it's like, number one, it's like, you want to make sure like the fucking girl's cool with everything you're fucking doing, alright? That's number one. Yeah. You don't want to be forceful or anything. A girl could literally just fucking be making out with you, or even like, even fill you up, whatever, you know, and then like jump off. If she does that, read that shit right and chill the fuck out a little bit, you know?
Exactly.
That's what it all comes down to this point, right? I remember one time I had this girl come over, like I invited her out on a date, I think it was like the second date, and she was coming over, and she was like, she'd tease the fuck out of me, like she'd make out on me, she'd hop up on me, straddle me a little bit, and then she'd jump off. And then like I just sit there and chill, and she's like after like her doing that like 2 times or 3 times within that same like date or whatever, she came over, she was just like, oh, you're so chill. And I was like, I didn't really know how to respond to it, because I just thought that this is how people not even that, my guy. It's just like, I'm so fucking chill, and I know how to fucking act. I don't even think much of knowing how to act. This guy over here.
Nah, dude.
That was unnecessary.
No, dude. I've been cooked and I've closed.
I mean, you're a different individual. All right? Yeah, let's just put that out there.
Dude, you're telling me you've never closed cooked?
I've closed on the curb, blacked out.
Exactly, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but
you're a good guy. Maybe not that sooner, but you know, it's happened.
Yeah, but in that situation, it was just like I did that, and then like guess what? On the 3rd date when she came over, like again, like these numbers are all fucking arbitrary, right? It's like whatever you feel comfortable with, honestly. If you're a girl or a guy and you want to fuck on the 1st date, and you guys both cool with that, you fuck on the 1st date. You don't have to wait fucking 3 dates, 4 dates, any rule. It's all arbitrary. It's like just fucking society made that bullshit up. But honestly, it's like whatever you feel comfortable with. But right now, for us, since we're older and we've been in the game for a little while or whatever, retired, etc., unretired, whatever, you know. But, fucking like for us, we'll wait a little while because we want the trust, we want the vibe. But understanding if you're newer in the game, right, and like maybe you're just like, okay, maybe I just want to fuck, want the vibe. Just make sure like you play it chill and you let her initiate that next move. You know, like that's the bottom fucking line of it, right? Just let her fucking initiate that shit. Like you can make out with her and stuff like that. And like if she like pushes your hands towards different places, go along with it. Yeah, for sure. You know, if she pulls off, respect that. You know, fucking do it like that. You know, and just roll with it. You know, and like I said, like. In the same scenario I was describing, right? She was doing it back and forth. The third date, guess what? Like, I didn't even have a chance. She just ripped she just started pulling all my shit, and I was just like, you know what? I guess we're here. You know? Because like, guess what? Because I played it chill, and she like she made a note of that the second date or whatever, the second time I hung out, and on the third time she just literally just ripped my clothes off, and I was like, I guess we're fucking here. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It kind of surprised me. I was like, oh, I guess we're having sex, you know? But like, obviously I wanted it. It was just like I didn't realize we're already at that stage that we're gonna go do it.
It happens. Like I was saying, there's been some times that I've clothes cooked, which I literally had no idea what I did right, but it just seemed to happen. And once again, I'm put in a situation where like, oh, it's happening type deal. There's one time I was hanging out with this girl. I'm actually met her that night. I was a little bit more on the reckless side. I met her that night, and next thing you know, we were dancing on the dance floor. Then we were making out on the dance floor, and then it was her friend, and one of my boys, and then they were just like, "Let's go get some food." I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." So we leave together, the group, and we're going to get food. I'm not really hungry, so I asked this girl. I'm like, "Hey, are you hungry? I can get you some food." It was a pizza spot. She's like, no, let's just go back to your place. I'm like, what? She's like, let's go to your place. I'm like, well, wait, are you sure? But you gotta understand, I'm like drunk. I'm like, are you sure you don't want any food? She's like, I'm good. We can just go back to you. I was so surprised. I honestly didn't know how to act. But the cook guy won that night. I don't know. But basically, what I was saying is very simple. Play it chill. Don't initiate it, or no, you can initiate it a little bit, but
don't fucking like don't do the full initiation. Like do it like halfway, and then kind of like see how she reacts, right? So like first you're kissing her, and then you're making out a little bit, right? And then you just kind of like maybe you have your hands around her waist, you know, and then you just kind of let her like move your hands to where they're gonna go, you know, and then from there it's just like. My general thing is like if they grab my dick, it's like okay, like, all right, you know, it's like all right, you know. But even then though, like they could still fucking opt out, and you gotta be ready for that shit too.
Yeah, no.
But usually when that happens, it's just like okay, like that's when we're starting to get into it, you know, and that's when I'll do the full on initiation, you know.
100%. Just be prepared for the opt out. Be prepared for the tease. Be prepared for everything because, like we were saying earlier, like. It's all about your composure. And even if you haven't been in the situation, act like you have. You should never let a girl fucking. You should never lose your cool in person in front of you. You should never let her see that. Oh, she's got you. Honestly,
it's not about her getting you. It's just about like making her feel comfortable, right? Because like if you're choking out all the way through, like I might fuck with her a little bit in the sense of just like wow, like. Not in a manipulative way. It's more like kind of like, oh shit, like this guy's actually cool. Like he's not fucking aggressive. Like 99% of other fucking dudes, and that's why this podcast exists. Is because it's like we're teaching dudes like you. Yeah, I'm looking at the camera. Fucking like you.
How you doing?
How to fucking act, you know?
Yeah.
How to treat a girl, not how to be over fucking aggressive and play it cool. Like so, it's the bottom line. Like everything we say, dude. It's just like. You can initiate a little bit and then let her carry it on, you know? Let her carry it on.
Let her take control.
And now talking about like, so say for example, you get to the point and you already have sex and like, depends where you live. Like if you're like, live by yourself, you can have sex wherever you want. Yeah, roommates, we already said that. You go to the bedroom or whatever and like, once you get there, like obviously if it's the first time, wrap the fuck up, you know? Trojan, sponsor us, thank you. You don't want to deal with any of the stress or any of that bullshit. So, fucking like wrap yourself up and like start developing that trust. And like maybe after a couple of times, maybe you feel it after even the first time. You're just like, you know what, this girl's like really cool. Like it seems like she's going in it just like to talk to me. I'm in it just to talk to her. You know, and fucking like do it like that. And then the next question's asked is like, are you on birth control? If you're a savage, you'd be like, yo, can I stay in or do I pull out? You know. Like, you get sad, you know, you ask that shit. But like sometimes it's like, sometimes that's part of like the kink or whatever. Some people just like that, you know. But like if you both want to take that fucking risk, then it's cool, you know. But communicate that. Don't just fucking nut.
Yeah, don't be nutting in girls
especially if you just,
without asking. I feel like that's rude.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people would do that shit.
Yeah, they're just nutting girls and go to bed. Like we
Yeah.
literally have a segment called Dating Do's and Don't, and we literally say don't nut and go to bed. 100%.
Yeah, it's like if a girl's just like, don't just stop at the question like, are you on the pill, right? If you want to nut on her, ask if you can.
Yeah,
you know?
like
some
what's
girls
wrong
might
with
actually,
you?
some
You
girls
can't just
might,
be nutting in girls and going to. Oh gosh.
I mean, some girls might actually be okay with it, you know.
Yeah,
But you have to work up your way of trust to get to that point where you can nut on her.
Yeah, I hear women like it better if you know you nutted them.
I mean, it's just like about the bottom. I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say there, bro.
Well, no, it's a true fact, dude. Dude, it's true. The girls like it better when you nutted them. It's true, but you should. All I'm saying is be polite and you should ask.